The educators have a crucial task of educating, motivating, and coaching young people. Often, the best teachers are those who find ways to connect with their students. Throughout life, people have a person who they look up to as role model. Having an adult figure in one's life to help, guide, support, and assist to reach goals is very essential. Dear viewers, today you shall be meeting one such mentor. His name is Nitin Ralhan. He believes that it's important to empower a person so that they can see a possible future and believes it can be obtained. He has been a great coach to his students. Nitin has worked in the capacity of Dean at the Center of Entrepreneurship, Planning and Management, Director at the Amiraj Engineering College, and Senior Vice President at Trilliant. Currently, he is a Mentor-in-Chief for Chasing Beans Consulting. These positions have been held by him at Delhi, Gurugram and Ahmedabad. So let's meet him and get to know more about his journey as an educator. Hello viewers, thanks again for being on my show, The Premier. We have with us Nitin Ralhan. He is a great mentor. I've told you a bit about him and you've seen for yourself in the video. So let's get to talk to him and know about his journey as a mentor. Hello Nitin, how are you today?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you, Sonia?
Absolutely fine. Thank you so much. To start with, I would like to know about your journey all throughout. From the time you started, you took up this profession of teaching. Teaching has always been very fascinating, I would say. And it's always nice to educate the young minds. So please let us know about your journey and so on.
Okay, yeah, sure. Teaching as a profession was not planned. I think it was destined. So way back in '97, I passed out from St. Mary's. I belong to Delhi, so I did my schooling from St. Mary's. And after securing distinction in all the subjects, I went on to study in Shri Venkateshwara College, Delhi University. And till that time, of course, I never had in mind that I'll pick up teaching or something related to education in my field. At that time, I was more towards, marketing, sales, and also I was very good in sports. Mm-hmm. So somebody coming out from school and college who actually didn't know what to do in life. Mm-hmm. So that when I enrolled for the management program, and that was, I think, the turning point in my life. I very clearly remember that on the first day I was made to speak in front of some 60-70 people, in the institute, which was extremely embarrassing because I couldn't utter a single word. Yeah. And that day, I think that moment, I felt very embarrassed, even bad, because, in spite of being studying in a good school and a very reputed, one of the best colleges of Delhi, yeah, and having the knowledge, I realized that it was so important for one to express and build communication skills. One thing is to have knowledge about something and the other is to be able to express it in the right manner. So those 20-30 minutes that I spent, long back, where I wanted to talk a lot but I could not, that made me a little conscious that how important or significant or vital it is for you to be able to express yourself to the world. And if you don't have this skill of communication, then you cannot succeed in your career. That was the time when I decided to build, develop my communication skills and public speaking ability. So I never wanted to become, an educationist or an educator. I loved doing public speaking because in a way I was shedding my public speaking phobias to become better in life. While doing that, I got a response from the audience. They actually, the students and the trainees and the corporates, the feedback that they gave, the applause, the appreciation that I got, those were the moments probably, they helped me to build the confidence and they made me believe that, I am good at something. So it was like they helped me discover my talent. And then came, I would say that I was more of a public speaker, and it slowly, I got an opportunity to take classes in the field of management for communication, for marketing, sales, and with the kind of feedbacks I got recognized. I was awarded on several occasions, and that instilled the confidence in me that yes, this is something that I would love to do. I took my first communication lecture precisely in 2004, and from there on there was no looking back, because I won almost 8 to 10 awards back to back every year. So
Wonderful.
after that there was no looking back. So
Okay.
that's how it all started.
Lovely, this is lovely. And I guess you worked with a couple of companies in Delhi, Gurugram, and presently you're in Ahmedabad.
Yeah,
So first
yeah.
we'd like to talk about your companies where you worked here in Delhi and Gurugram.
So after passing out from my management school, I got the opportunity to work with Planman Consulting, an international institute of planning and management. Planman Consulting was a sister concern of IIPM's, and at that point of time it was a very renowned institute. They used to run certification courses. So we, in that organization, the promoters believed in youth. They never looked at your age in terms of giving you responsibilities. They had a very smart culture where it was more about go and achieve, showcase your talent and achieve in life. So we used to handle multiple roles, multiple responsibilities. So as a part of Planman Consulting, I used to do a lot of business development and sales, not only for education, even in media. And apart from that, we used to carry our practical knowledge and experience inside the classrooms to educate management students with the latest practical things that were going on at that point of time. So these organizations provided me with the opportunity to teach marketing, sales, brand management, communication. I also went on to do a lot of corporate trainings with them in the areas of leadership, team building, motivational skills. My forte always though has been communication skills and personality development. So I would say that credit goes to them, because at that point of time, of course, I was very young, and I'm young today also.
I totally agree. Absolutely.
Very young, and but of course not. I never had that experience. So that exposure and experience that these organizations gave, they laid the base, the platform from where you can say the flight got started.
I completely agree with you. Yes, it's very important to work with such companies who give us exposure, and ultimately we become entrepreneurs, and that's how it is. But very nice to know about your journey, the companies you worked for. I saw this video of yours, and in this particular video, I saw wherein you are making these classes real fun. So how do you do that? Because I saw that skill there. And what comes to your mind? Would you like to throw some light on this?
That's a very interesting question, actually. No book in the world can teach you how to become a good teacher. I believe that life in itself is a great teacher. So you need to learn from the experiences of your life. And being a naughty student myself, it made my job very easier. Because as a student, I've attended classes from very knowledgeable professors and teachers in my life. So you need to have a funny bone, which again doesn't come from any textbook. It has to be in you, or you can develop it by virtue of practice. So I do a lot of things. I've done a lot of things keeping 3 simple words in my mind. Your sessions need to be inspiring, your sessions need to be entertaining, and your session needs to be informative.
Well, one question I'd like to ask you here. There's certain students who are very reserved, in the sense they're quite to themselves, and you have to actually take them out of their shell. They quite have inhibitions about various things. They're not very social, even now at that age, with going to college also. How do you get them out of their inhibitions?
There are a lot of students, who, like you said, are reserved, or probably they are very shy. So one way of dealing with them is, involving them in group activities, and praising them in public. And second step is to go one-on-one with them and sit personally with them to understand how do they think, and you share stories with them. Students, the youth loves to connect with real-time stories. This is very natural to get nervous, to forget things, to feel the pressure of audience. So it is very important that you make that student realize that it's normal. It's absolutely normal, because he or she is a normal human being.
Okay, one final question, Nitin. What about your present company? It's named Chasing Beans, right? So, how do you foresee it? It's been 4 years that you started it, and what do you plan further on doing? Because I see already there is so much you are imparting, there's so much of knowledge, so many skills. So, would you like to say something on that?
Yeah, of course. So as of now, we are into IELTS training. So we train close to 300 to 500 candidates in a year, and we also conduct public speaking and personality development courses. In the next 2 years, I see almost 600 to 1,000 more candidates entering, joining our institute and our company for our services. I see a huge potential in next 2 years because we plan to launch the #1 public speaking and professional skill development program in the state of Gujarat, which of course I am designing and I will be myself training in it. And IELTS, of course, in itself is a huge market. Close to 25 lakh people write the IELTS exam every year, and it's trending these days. And admissions consulting, of course, foreign education. Every kid from every house today wants to go abroad to study, to have better global exposure. And specifically in the state of Gujarat, it is a trend where students just move out after 12th or graduation to places like Canada, Australia, America, even New Zealand, and now the UK.
So lovely knowing about your company. Thank you so much. Well, there's anything you would like to share with our young minds, the youth of today?
Yeah, of course. The only thing that I would like to share with or tell the youth is that you just enjoy what you are doing. And just keep one thing in mind, that practical skill set is going to make the difference in your life and not your theoretical knowledge. So you need to develop your skills, the ability to express yourself to the world. Whether you should have very strong communication skills, irrespective of what you do in life today. Whether you are in an interview or a group discussion, even in your personal relationships, even managing your team, your family, your friends. Everywhere there is one skill which is going to be extremely handy, and that is your communication skills. And go and just live your dreams. Don't be scared of any failure. Failures are nothing but lessons for life, and they are just progressive steps towards your goals. Have fearless approach, have a planned approach, and just love what you do. And this is my message for the youth. Just go and achieve your dreams. And there are just 2 steps in your dreams. Set your goals and then get your goals.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Nitin. And thank you, viewers, for watching us today. Pleasure having you on our show.
Yeah, thank you, Sonia. I think I have been following your channel. It's a lovely channel, the Premier. I usually I'm not a blogger, or I don't have the time to, but I've definitely enjoyed. I've also subscribed to your channel. You're doing some amazing work. I think it's going to add a lot of value to the people around, and it's amazing, and I wish you all the best for your channel. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thank
the
you
honor
so
is mine, the
much.
pleasure is mine.
Thank you so much. Lovely having you.
Thank you.
Thank you, viewers. Bye-bye.